Suppose we should talk about racing, because you can tell when I've had a bad one because I don't want to talk about it. We're not racing in this.
Around him, Smiley has...
We've had to have nerve today, haven't we?
Yes! Get it, boy!
Tom? We are at the Silverstone Museum. It's very cool here, isn't it?
It is.
We came over and filmed with Zach some content with Bristol Street Motors. So we've had a walk around. I've never been here before. I've been to Silverstone. I've been to Silverstone loads of times, but I've never been to the museum before. It's very cool. Very, very cool, I must say.
I want to talk to you about something very quickly. Goodwood Revival.
Oh yeah, Revival. That was cool. That was awesome.
Yeah?
Goodwood's like nothing else you'll ever go to. It's like the best event. It's so good. And then the race in that TVR, I'd not driven it before. Apart from saying that, I'd not driven it before. We'd gone and tested there a week before, but that was like the first time I'd driven it was at first time I'd raced it was at that event. It's just awesome. It was so good. The TT, which is like the main race of the Revival, we won it. It was like an awesome race. Jake and I were batting out for the lead.
But he can under braking. Oh no! He's got a wheel on the grass, but he's on the inside. Now Jake's going to come back on the inside and try and retake it once again, which he does. My goodness, the two British touring car stars at this current time in 2024, they are having such a fight here at Goodwood.
Yeah, on the exit of Lavan.
Oh my goodness, he's got a chance to get alongside this time. Tom Ingram is alongside, he's got in front. Can he stay in front? This is a place he could probably break a little later. But Jake Hill, this is where the car has a good little bit of pace. But is Jake going to be able to come back at him? You're on board with Jake Hill. Is he going to find a way down the inside into the chicane? No. He settles back, tries to get the good exit. It's out of this one that the Cobra is sometimes very rapid. But Tom Ingram has got the lead. And coming across the line to take the checker flag, and victory goes to Tom Ingram and Mike Whitaker in the TVR.
It's funny because it's not as if you're battling it out on anything else.
Got nothing else to go for, have we? So we thought may as well. But it was just brilliant. Honestly, it was so cool. Mike was so pleased. And so Mike, who's the owner of the TVR, has been trying to win that race for 10 years.
Right.
So it's been so good that he's had various people that have driven it with him, and they've either got screwed by a safety car at that point, or a yellow flag came out then, or the red flag, or whatever had gone on, and he's never had a chance to do it.
Tell us the mentality going into driving something so prestigious. And
you have to. You're obviously aware of the risks. Like, you're aware of the risk. You're aware of the value of the cars that you're driving. But I would never do anything to put myself in big danger, or put Mike or whoever cars I'm driving, their car in big danger. So you look at it and go, look, there was a move I pulled on Jake into the first corner, across the grass. It's all right. You know, I trust Jake. You know, you trust me. If it was with somebody else, would I have done half the stuff I did? Absolutely not. Okay. I know Jake. I've raced with Jake since we were 15 years old. So Jake knows how I race. I know how Jake races. So you can have these seemingly epic battles. Where actually you're just driving round, as daft as that sounds, and I know that I can get to there, and you're never going to turn in. And he'd get to there, and he's not going to turn in. We're never going to have contact. Like, the same as if it was Tom. I know I could have exactly the same race. That Tom and I could have one of the greatest battles you've ever seen at Goodwood, and effectively it'd just be Tom and I driving round, because I trust that he's not going to do anything to me. I know that, I'm not going to do anything to him. But that very rarely happens. You very rarely get a moment to have those epic battles with someone. It would have been the same with Ash. It would have been the same with Jake. It would have been the same with Tom. It would have been the same with Colin. So many people you can trust to race with. And Jake's one of those I know I can trust to race with. But you don't put yourself in a position to think, I'm going to crash this car. There's always 5% in reserve, so you don't, because A, you don't want to look an idiot, and B, you don't want to crash someone's really expensive car.
Yeah, there we go.
Come on, gladiators. You will go on my first whistle. Remember that guy? You're too young for that, aren't you? So we have to do some contenders filming. Contender, you will go on my first whistle. So we're having to do moody photos and moody video stuff. That sort of fun stuff.
Nice.
That's what it's all about.
Hi.
Oh, is this the inferior documentary?
This is the greatest YouTube series ever to be consumed by consumers ever, called the Tom Ingram 24/7 series. If you haven't seen it, there's a link, because Ollie's very kindly going to put a link to it just here. You can click just here, and you can watch it all.
So give it straight to me. Right, see, he found funny. That's why he films the 24/7 series, not you, because you didn't laugh.
You're not the person to be sitting next to with me.
Uh-oh, it's happening. It's gonna happen. Durs, it's gonna happen. I don't do going backwards. I want one of these. Here's one of my dreams. It's my dream to own a telehandler. That is my dream. Everyone says, oh, what car do you want to own? I don't. I want to own a telehandler. I'd pick people's cars up and move them just because it'd be funny. Imagine going to your car and you being like, I know I parked my car here, and then you get to it and like, oh no, where is it? And it's like 100 yards in the other car park. Like, it's funny stuff with it. Just for my own safety, do you feel safer in the front or not?
I do, yeah.
Okay, fine. It's just my own reference. Trouble is, you're going to see the accident coming though. At least I'm not going to know it.
Where are we dropping you off, sir?
Just to my garage, please. Thank you. Hello. Welcome to Silverstone. Welcome to Silverstone. I like this place. It's quite cool. We usually do quite well here. However, as I seem to say every single weekend this year, it's going to be a bit wet. Very wet, in fact. So we have a snorkel, we have flippers, and we have a keel for our car ready to go. So, should we get going? Should we get going? Should we do it? Come on in.
Oh, what? I just knew you thought it was going to be something. Caught you off guard. Wow. You said Marv first. You thought, I sent my doppelganger out first. How was your briefing?
You know what? I think that was the best briefing we've had today. I feel briefed, I feel informed, I feel ready to take on the challenges that the Silverstone circuit presents us, such as track limits, such as qualifying procedures. They said don't drive on the grass, they said don't crash into people. What else did they say? Just a lot of stuff really, just bits and pieces, where the track limits are being monitored, where they're not being monitored. Coffee was good this morning.
Yeah?
Yeah, good coffee. I think they've had a bean change. That was a slightly darker roast, and it was actually really nice for it. Hello.
How was that?
Very good.
Well, we didn't win FP1.
No,
So,
and I think no, thank you. I do appreciate that. That's very kind of you. No, I'm a bit gutted by that, to be honest. It's not good. Not good for the points situation, but you know, we go on. We got some points out of FP1, which is useful.
Tom Chilton won FP1.
Tom Chilton did win FP1. What a dude.
Yeah.
He knows his big prize money for that. That's why.
Exactly. Yeah. In all seriousness, how was FP1?
It was all right.
Yeah?
It was all right. We drove round and round and round.
Yeah.
I think we kind of noticed the difference in the hybrid. I tried to drop in behind Tom to see if I could nick a toe off him, but the hybrid was, by the time I came down to Cops, he was about 4 or 5 car lengths ahead, so you can't nick a toe from each other either. So that's going to be a little tricky in qualifying. We're going to be a lone ranger, but it feels all right. It feels good. Car feels in a nice place. We'll see how the day goes on. However, Zach, stayed in the Hilton last night at circuit. Really nice feather pillows. But the second you compress them, they go flat. And I've got all that right side of my neck from like behind your ear, from like there down to the top of your shoulder blade. You know when you slept funny? Every time you go through Brooklands, you're like, oh, this is unpleasant. So the bloody,
it's actually causing you a bit of pain.
Yeah, it's actually causing me a bit of bother. I don't know what to do about it.
Do you need a massage?
I'm not offering. No, I don't know what I need, if I'm honest. Maybe Jesus. Jesus might help. I don't know if it needs hot. Does it need hot or cold? I never know.
I'd say hot with heat into it. I think.
Yeah. Maybe some needles.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's quite pleasant.
The time of a
57.4 is fast.
Is that
it's fast. That's under pole time.
Right.
In fact, I think just because, as you know, obviously my memory for lap times is incredible. So I can remember that the pole time last year around Silverstone for 2023, because it was split, wasn't it? Because we had qualifying 1, qualifying 2, but I think the fastest in quali 2 ended up being something like a 57.599, which was Mikey, what are you doing, man? You rat me out. 57.599, and because he was fairly clear of second, because the second was like a 57.611. So you know, I mean that's about the time. So consider, you know, I mean that's the power of this. Amazing,
Unbelievable,
incredible, really. Yeah, 57.6 on an old medium. We're alright with that.
15 laps. Really good. Did have to that bouncing there.
Yeah, all good, mate. Yeah, all good. All good? Yeah, man. Yeah, really good. Fantastic. Yeah, car feels really good.
Felt really good.
Yeah, really nice. P7, I think we are. Yeah. P7. But we were tugging around on an old medium tyre throughout the whole thing, so feels really good.
Good place.
Feels really, really good.
Seems like you two are.
Tom's really, yeah, Tom's on it today, which is really, really good. So hopefully I hope he can just keep going with it now.
Nice.
There's no reason why he shouldn't and can't. So,
nice.
You know, TC for pole, I'm going for.
Oh, we'll talk about long times in a minute.
57 flat, Tom Chilton.
Wow. Thanks, mate.
Are we doing a Chilton pole?
It's got to be, isn't it?
I hope so.
It's got to be.
I just said to Zach, 57 flat, Tom Chilton.
Thank you very much. Good luck today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah. No, I just said I don't care. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Taylor Smith got black flag, Cookie got black flag, Zelos, Smalley, Turkington, Sumpton and Osborne all got black flag.
Out of interest,
I got one warning.
Got one warning.
Out of
He got
interest,
one warning.
Brooks
All four of us were out in the first session. Chilton, Turkington, Cook, Ingram, Solis, Zelos, Hill, DeLong, Osborne.
Lunch.
Grove, Bottom,
It's time for
Hill,
lunch.
Ingram, that thing to me.
Hello, Daniel. I'm well. How are you? Well, it's Silverstone, mate. Do you not know? Oh, am I supposed to be? Oh, okay. Well, at the minute we're at Silverstone for the Bristol Street Motors fan zone. Zach's just about to rudely interrupt, though.
I'm going to. Is he saying something? Just 24/7.
This is Le Bouquet hat. However, it's been made up of an old T-shirt.
Really? 100%. Incredible. Right. Predictions. Quali.
57-0.
Oh,
I don't know who. 57-0.
Person.
57-0.
Yeah.
Don't know who. I've already said
Yeah.
57-0.
Oh.
And I said Tom Chilton.
What, you want my prediction? Or you just passing me the mic back? I don't.
Your prediction?
Based on all the factors and the greasiness and probably the fact that we're going to do some crossing and we're going to come in, and I'd say 57-1, just to be different. And I'm going to say Colin Turkinson.
AD. Your prediction, please, AD.
57-2.
57-2. It's getting slower. Okay.
Chilton.
Chilton.
Are we getting it?
56.95.
Oh, it's fast.
Mikey Doble.
Le Double! Le Double!
We forgot about him.
We did forget it. We did forget about the Le Double.
double.
He does the double.
does.
2 green flag laps
Yeah. Oh, God, were there. I was there last year.
And a T-bone steak.
and a T-bone steak. Exactly that. What more could you need from a man?
There's a chance of a shower. It looks like middle of Q2, something like that. I'm not sure.
So do we need to go early?
It might not happen at all. It's not guaranteed, but there is a chance. You know, like sort of 4 o'clock, and then for the 20 minutes after 4 o'clock.
Right, will you keep an eye on that then?
Now, the green flag is being shown. That means that the first group is ready to hit the track. That group comprising Tom Chilton, Colin Turkington, Josh Cook, Tom Ingram, Dan Zelos, Jake Hill. Now, rain is forecast. Rain is getting closer, we are told. It will be here within 20 minutes. This is Tom Ingram, and remember, he needs to get into that top 6, but he's only 8th at the moment with 2 minutes and change on the clock.
P8.
The top of the times, Darryl De Leon has lost another lap time. Tom Ingram breaks the beam and is 6th, though he's on the cusp.
Okay, mate, we're now P6. We're around the cusp of that.
Josh Cook is the fastest then. Dan Rowbottom up to 2nd, the margin being 0.121 of a second. Jake Hill is 3rd, and then for 4th at the time, Colin Turkington, Dan Zelos 5th, Tom Ingram 6th. They go through.
But look, this rain is definitely coming down. This is definitely coming down now, and there's tyres being taken off. They're going to wonder about what to put on.
Now there, look, with the tram lines on the surface, that shows that this has certainly got wet quite quickly. Josh Cook's carrying on. Others head for the pit lane. I think wet might be the answer, don't you?
Well, that's a wet tyre that's on the ground next to Ingram's car. They're also making some adjustments underneath.
But we've got 7 minutes of this session to go, this part of the session. They can't spend too much time in the pits. They've got to get out there because whatever tyre they're on, wet or slick, they've got to get it up to temperature. They've got to do a start-up lap. They've got to get on and get the lap times in, and they're running out of time.
Sutton's just been knocked out, though. He was 8th in that session. Do the heart rate monitor. That'd be really good for brands, that would.
What's going on? They're just straight through that one, right?
Just scrape through it. Why is it always raining? Quality as well. It's raining now.
Yeah.
Aaron Taylor-Smith still not yet out. As you look at Tom Ingram, remember we've got 12 for this group and 6 will go through, and Tom Ingram wants to be amongst them, but it's going to be tough for him as he comes now up towards Luffield, the 2022 champion in the fight for a 2nd crown. 3 times this year he's been on pole position, but this could be a bit tougher.
Okay, Okay, mate, that's us currently quickest. Like I say, 4 minutes to go. Still P1, 3 minutes to go.
And as he goes through, he's fastest, a 62.551. Colin Turkington is in, and out is Jake Hill. This, however, is how we looked at the end of Q2. Colin Turkington, the fastest, 62 thousandths up on Tom Ingram, with Mikey Doble third. Josh Cook, fourth, Aaron Taylor-Smith fifth, and Dan Zelos sixth. They will all go through. Tom Ingram down to the stadium then. This is the car that is second fastest, the Hyundai, 92 thousandths down on Aaron Taylor-Smith.
Yeah, this has worked out very nicely for Ingram, hasn't it? Remember, he only just got through in the first group stage, didn't he? But this weather has come to him and helped him enormously.
2 minutes to go, mate. It's only Zelos improving now. Still P2.
Aaron Taylor-Smith then, career pole position number 2, ahead of Tom Ingram. Mikey Doble third, 2 out of 3 then.
Got it, mate. Thank you. Right. Good, mate. What's up, mate? Done, mate. What's up, brother? It's good, eh? Right on, mate. Ride out was alright. Ride out was good. A load of these and failed. Really happy with that, yeah. In the end. Championship rivals are, well, we're ahead of the championship rivals, so really happy with that. Wasn't expecting in the dry we were going to be 6th, 7th, 8th, something like that. So yeah, made up with that. Really good. It's going to be wet tomorrow as well. We're obviously fairly quick in the wet, so we should be in good shape, I think.
That was a bit stressful.
Wasn't it? Was a little on the. Hold on, mate. Hold on, buddy.
P6 in Q1, snuck through.
Yeah.
And then.
Well done, Adam. Yeah, it's one of those that ends up. You just kind of have to stay fairly chill about it.
Yeah.
We can all flap and we can all get a bit of chaos, but actually, I think we did a really, really good job.
Yeah.
Stayed calm, made the changes we need to do. You know, counted down the time for as long as we needed to count the time down to. Used all of our allocated time that we had.
Yeah.
Played a blinder. Worked really, really well. I didn't honestly expect to be lining up. Thanks, man. On the front row for tomorrow, being honest. But we'll take it all day long. You know, really, really good place to be. Just goes to show that you know, you just got to stay in a positive head frame. Anything could happen. We know this place is stupid with weather. It doesn't look like tomorrow is going to be any better than this. If anything, it looks like it's going to be biblical. So we'll see what goes on. But I'm all right. We're good. It's been a bit of a switcheroony, isn't there?
It looks as though ride height has been an issue because of the quality,
the
changing conditions, and you've ended up on pole.
We've ended up on pole because of it, which is great. I mean, I don't like it because it doesn't feel. I feel bad for other people being kicked out with it. Do you know what I mean? You never want to get a win or a pole or anything else like that by people's misfortune. However, I'll take it because I've had my fair share of misfortune with ride height over the years. So if this is a little benefit, then great. Gives us a point. That's good. We start from pole tomorrow. That's good. Let's wait and see how it pans out. But yeah, really good. Just sorry for Aaron, Mikey, and for Dan as well, which I feel really bad about.
It was a bit of a funny quality. Yes, we scraped through by skin of our teeth.
It was a very strange quality. Yeah.
In the rain, so yeah, it must.
It was weird because we just about scraped in Q1 with the. In the dry, which I think we were kind of expecting to scrape through or be very close to it, just because the hybrid allowance that we've got, the hybrid amount that we've got is on the lower side, so we were always going to struggle. So we at least made it through. That was good. That then made the chaos kind of work for us in that sense, because when it did then rain, we could just sort of crack on and try and take advantage of that, which we obviously managed to do. So really good. Yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow when it really matters. I'm after a very vanilla day tomorrow. I'd like it to be plain. I'd like it to be boring. If tomorrow could be a paint colour, I'd like it to be magnolia. Just a bit of get through, some points on the board, and we'll get out of Silverstone and hopefully be in the mix for brands. This place floods if you knock over a cup of tea. Yeah. It was borderline in qualifying yesterday. Okay, so you may remember that a few weeks ago we launched a competition, or Team Bristol Street Motors launched a competition to get your message on the rear screen header of my BTCC car. Well, today is the day. Today is the reveal day. Claire has been in touch and she's got a special message for Darren that she's got on the back of the car. So they've just arrived and I hope it goes well.
There's another box. Sorry.
I know. I think we're going to race.
We're not racing in this. I thought I absolutely nailed that as well. Laura walks into the shop and goes, "Can you sign these?"
Can't make it 24/7. 100%. That's making the cut.
So, I've got to do it again. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
Is it raining?
The positivity.
Oh, I'm just going what the truth is.
Positivity.
It's going to be raining till
Thank you.
lunchtime.
Every app and radar looks slightly different.
Okay.
It might skip us.
What do you mean it makes skip?
Once this is gone, we'll be all right.
Okay.
But I get what you mean, skip us, but it's definitely not skipped us.
Evidence.
Well, yeah, case in point, yeah. But yeah, we might be clear after that. So what's that? But that's up till 10.
Okay.
Marvellous.
Right, cheers, fella.
Well done.
Right, get it
Congratulations
done.
again.
I've done my bit, you do yours.
Morning.
Lovely day.
For ducks.
You love this weather, don't you, Tom?
Yep.
It's just like being at Goodwood.
Love it.
Thank you. Have fun.
Gracias. Thank you. Morning. Are you okay? Good. Oh, very good, thank you. Morning. Are you okay? I have no idea where I'm going, by the way. Mighty slippy. Up towards Beckett. Again, just watch that left curve because it's very easy to snatch. Thank you. See you later. Good morning. How the devil are you? Tell you what I do need to do. I need to zip up. We need to zip up, Derwin, because it's the depths of winter now. Don't get run over by Speedworks, will you? Well, we've got fan zone, 25 past. 25 minutes. Loads of time. Fancy. Later on.
Racing day.
12 minutes when the first car stops on the grid. Yeah. I'll count down from there.
Fantastic, thank you. Louise is going to dive in straight away, so we'll do your tape afterwards. Absolutely, yeah. We've been told it's 2 green flag laps, so as long as we stick to that, we should be okay and not have any slip-ups like last year.
It's going to make a lot of difference, is it?
Yeah, we can do it now, yeah. Save the panic.
Let's do the cross now, boys.
This is not actually raining.
No.
Wet track at Silverstone, but the rain has stopped, at least for the moment. Round 25 of the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship a few minutes away. Tom Ingram on pole.
This start could be interesting alongside a rear-wheel drive car. In the wet, they usually do 2 rows off the line, so see how this one goes. And it's definitely wet. There's no in between. We have no decision to make. It's just wet tyres. Yeah. So far, so good.
Road, the lights are red, and it is go with a good getaway by Ingram. And what can Colin Turkington do as there's a slow start by Dan Camish. Watson goes side by side up towards Maggots. Ingram leads.
Hill's last lap was a 1:05.1, so you are 7/10 faster.
He needs it, but I'm not sure it's massively helping his lap times. It looks like the next 3 cars, Hill, Camish and Sutton, are all catching him.
With points for second, but he'd be happier with points for the win, wouldn't he? Up towards Lapfield they come. It is game on for the race lead.
Really well.
Jake to the inside, has a think about it. Oh, so nearly committed, but shows intent. Tom Ingram cuts across. Jake Hill has to change his line, runs out a little bit deep. But Ingram it is, hanging on to the advantage. There'll be 2 laps to go at the end of this. Checkered flag at the ready. Tom Ingram comes through. He wins for the 4th time this season.
Tom Ingram!
There we are then. Race 1 done.
Well done, sunshine.
You want to race?
I want to race, just.
I mean, did you have to let him get so bloody close?
Yes, because I needed to save my hybrid.
Right, okay. Yeah.
It's a tricky one there. Probably used the tyres up a little too early.
Spencer was saying something similar.
Yeah, I wonder if I just abused them a little too early to try and build a gap. But I mean, it worked, incidentally.
Yeah.
The performance of a rear-wheel drive in those conditions is good, especially around here, because you've got to remember there's 2 major traction zones here. Beckett's onto the back straight, and Luffield. 2 corners where I've got lock on, I cannot put power down at the same time. It's that classic thing, you can either have maximum power and no lock, or maximum lock and no power. So you're going through the corners going, I need to be on the power now, but the front's going. With a rear-wheel drive car, if you've got it to rotate early, you can get it driven off. So the 2 areas that I felt like I was most vulnerable were Luffield and Beckett's. I needed him to just keep coming at me, and I knew he'd use his hybrid up as soon as he got to me, because that would just be to try and make the attack early. So it obviously worked very well that he deployed his hybrid. I had to hold on to mine. I had to just count the laps down. Had to hold my nerve, because I could very easily have done it when I was 3/10 quicker. Ooh, just try to use it. I had to just hold my nerve and wait. So it wasn't that nice. It wasn't that pleasant, if I'm honest. It was how nice it was in the garage. It was no nicer inside. I'll be honest. The other problem here is you've only got to brake 2 centimetres too late, and you lock a right front or an inside rear or anything else like that. So it's right on the edge. But good.
Mate.
Good first one.
Well done.
Take that. Good points.
Well done.
Obviously, Jake's had good points as well. But we scored more.
Yeah, 4 points in it.
So we're all right.
Yeah.
We're all cushy.
Right.
Thumbs up. Give me one of those as well.
Good at those.
Give me.
Thank you. What do you think of 24/7?
Fantastic.
There we go.
Absolutely brilliant. We finally got on it.
This will make the cut.
Yeah, definitely. There just still looked to be some spray coming off the Gow's car when he was driving around, but I think you'd lose so much time early on if you went to slicks now.
Nice bluff, Benny. Nice bluff.
Yep.
Nice bluff.
No one fell for it, did they?
No.
I did see Craig send someone to make sure the tyres are close though.
This is going to be carnage.
Oh no.
Because you'll all be doing pit stops by the end of it potentially.
I think the overlap, I think the amount you'd lose early on is massive.
If you ain't careful, use a lap round here, that's the trouble.
I'm not doing the motivational speeches anymore because I need to rehearse them and have them scripted. I've asked Zach to script them for me, but he's not come up with the goods yet.
Green flag has been shown at the back. Round 26 of the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship from Silverstone is set to get underway. Lights go red, and as the lights go out, a strangely slow start by Jake Hill, bogged down a little bit. Good getaway by Camish. Ingram moves across to defend from Hill, who goes to the outside down towards Cox. There is Ingram. Jake Hill is staying with him. 3/10 of a second between them. Side by side for the lead. Jake Hill trying to get up the inside, but there's more grip on the outside, so Tom Ingram is able to hang on to that. comes now, down through Woodcote, out of the right-hander, up towards the timing line, and as they go through, the margin is 0.254 of a second, so Ingram under huge pressure. And Jake Hill having a look on the inside, and this is for the race lead, and this is a proper chance for Jake to have a go. Tom Ingram stays on the outside of Brooklands, which will be the inside for Luffield, but Jake Hill has gone through. Job done. Jake goes by, picks up the lead, and Tom Ingram will try to fight back. He'll try now to make Jake work harder, won't he, to destroy the tyres. Alongside Ingram, and will switch sides, coming through Luffield. Turkington on the inside, who's got the grip coming off the corner? Answer is the BMW.
Cook's done a 105.1, so matching your pace. So Cook and Camish are both doing low 105s.
This weekend is not working out.
Cook to the inside, this is for third place, and he's going to go through. You see he's on the wetter part of the road, a bit more spray generated, but he's got the car slowed down, and he's got the place well into Brooklands corner. So, and Tom Ingram is going to be fourth, a little way back ahead of Dan Camish.
Round of applause for all the boys in their records.
Not sure really, that's obviously really greasy conditions compared to race one, which was a lot wetter.
Right.
Early on we had good pace. If you look at we've done the best sector time in every sector.
Right.
And not quite the fastest lap because he didn't link them together, but then they really dropped off after like 5 maybe. So we'll have to get some feedback through some data and try and figure that one out. It's a bit baffling right now, but the conditions are so strange because it's not a wet. You wouldn't call it a wet track right now. Yeah. It's kind of you're on a wet tyre, but it's right at the crossover point to slick. So I don't know if we're missing something in that kind of window, but it's very hard to test in that window as well because you can't control the weather. We lost a bit of championship ground, but then with the reverse grid, we might win some of that back.
The reverse grid will be 3 places ahead of
Jake. So we'll have more hybrid. Maybe it'll be dry, who knows, with today. Well, and then we might make these points back up again.
I suppose we should talk about racing, because you can tell when I've had a bad one because I don't want to talk about it. And I sort of like, you know, I share my problems about talking about something else. So.
You say bad. P4.
When you start pole and finish fourth, yes. I mean, that's never good. In the olden days, you could have put that down to having lots of success ballast, but now, nah. I think we went the wrong way. I mean, I drove the circuit the right. I didn't mean I turned left out the garage or anything. That'd have been weird. Just the wrong way on setup. Mega at the start of the race.
The drop off was huge.
Monumental. A lot.
So you were a sitting duck, as it's...
I was a sitting duck. Yeah.
I mean, somehow we end up in pole yesterday.
Hang on. What do you mean somehow?
No, your words. Your words. Don't throw me under the bus.
Somehow you ended up on pole.
No. Sorry, that sounded really bad.
Carry on, so you can dig yourself out of this one, mate. In fairness, it's a nice place to be where we can be disappointed with fourth. However, we did start pole. So when you go from first to fourth, it's not really a lot of stuff to get too excited about. Back out.
Seriously.
Right, back
We're
out.
live at the fence zone.
Zach, where's that shovel? It's a race.
I can believe it.
Everything goes in. That's the first time I've seen Laura today.
You're the calmest person in here.
That goes to say something, doesn't it?
Is it going to be about survival or moving forward as much as you can, or a bit of both?
I don't think I'll go slicks.
Fair enough.
I don't think it's gonna dry. Just don't. I can't see it drying. So.
Matt's telling me your hybrid deployment speed is. Oh. He's on telly.
I think it's a combination of two. this feels very un-race 3 with being towards the front, having had 2 good results so far today. So, well done, Jake, for pulling the best draw he could. Done properly there, didn't he? Not like he didn't look at it at all. But it was, yeah, look, we're in good shape. We'll have to try and maximise our good starting place. We've learnt quite a lot from race 1 and race 2, so we're in quite a good place here. So let's just see how this pans out.
We won't open the door. Derwin's got a motivational speech planned, but we don't want to get any rain in, so get stuck in. Oh my God, I had nothing. No, I had nothing. I was going for a no retreat, no surrender job, but I thought that was a bit extreme. Just get as many points as you can, please. Do better than race 2, please. Is what I was going for.
It is a soggy Silverstone. It's round 27 of the Quick Fit British Touring Car Championship. It's Chris Smiley on pole position, and it is go. Smiley gets a good start. Not a great getaway by Josh Cook compared to the BMWs around him. Smiley has to go defensive as Cavish gets up the inside and takes the lead. Ingram goes round him on the outside and gets up to second and finds a bit of grip, and it's going to be almost 3 wide as they head up towards Beckett's for the first time through the gloom. Ingram it is who leads, Cavish second and Smiley down a third as they sort themselves out, and now the spray becomes a real factor.
Oh, Cavish has launched, he's just unlocked. That was an amazing first corner by Ingram.
And they're a big lose from the BMW of Colin Turkington into the gravel, so Colin Turkington is off the road and the safety car is being deployed.
Safety car, mate, safety car. Turkington's off the gravel, so safety car.
Only person to lead as well.
Red flag, sorry Tim, red flag, race stop.
Red flag, safety cars coming to the pit lane. All cars follow the safety car.
It's not that, David, it's whether the rain abates enough to allow racing to take place safely.
It's red flag, they're pausing the race basically, so we've got to follow the safety cars to the end of pit lane. We'll sit tight and they're going to evaluate and see what the weather's doing, but this weather's in now, it's going to go dark in an hour's time, so can't see another. I don't know if that'll be full points. It's only done 6 laps, so I don't know if that's going to be full points or half points or what's going to happen with it.
Tom Ingram is the race leader. He might be the race winner. I guess, Louise, he's quite happy for this race not to get going.
I would imagine so. He's out of his car, standing in the garage. Tom, it's about 10-0 at the moment in favour of not restarting this race, including that was the vote of Spencer Aldridge, your engineer. Are you with him, or?
No, I think it's safe as houses. I think it's the safest thing we could possibly do to go racing at the minute. No, yeah. I vote 11-0. 11-0. Yeah. Yeah, it's not good. Just talking to Alan then, the trouble is it's not going to get any better. If you look at the forecast, it's not going to improve. However, I'm acutely aware that everyone's going to be saying, of course you want to stop it, you were leading the race. And that's true, I was, and I would like to stop it because it was getting a bit sketchy. The trouble is we have to go to 50% race distance to declare it a result, but 36, 50, yeah, same sort of thing, isn't it? We could round up here, I think.
So you've been doing the maths, because when I spoke to Spencer 5 or so minutes ago, they were still kind of calculating how far, I forgot, what are we at percentage-wise, and or did you just make that up? I just made it up. Okay. What I've learned over the years is if you say something with enough conviction, people believe it. So yeah, it looks like we all fall for that one as well. I've no idea what it was. It sounded about right, didn't it? Sorry for calling you out there. Then you've got to go away with that one.
And a few laps behind the safety car might be sufficient to allow for racing to resume. He is going to fall back. Lights are out. They will be restarting at Ingram's discretion. It's going to be a fascinating battle. Great, we've got racing again. Well done, Toka.
Absolutely.
Good job.
So Ingram has gone through and he's just done the fastest lap of the race. He gets that point now away from Sutton, who is second. Cook up him.
He's not going to get there. Ingram's got enough pace.
Big whack. Ingram survives it. Ash Sutton's going to have a look on the inside, but it's going to be Tom Ingram for the race win after the contact. Tom Ingram wins race 3 at Silverstone.
Yes! Get it, boy! That's lifted off a bit. Go on! That's desperation, mate. That is desperation. Quality job. cool, wasn't it? What a drive.
We got spun around, Benny, at the end.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Go on, boy.
I mean, that's the line, isn't it, around the outside? So maybe we took a bit of a risk doing that with Ashley Close, but I think it's a bit optimistic by him. A little bit.
Happy Tom Ingram, who clambers out of the car, stands atop it, and that matters hugely to Tom Ingram as he gets a great reception from the team, and a race win. 2 out of 3 at Silverstone is good in anybody's language, but when you're fighting for a championship, that is quite something. So well done, Tom Ingram. Zelos, really?
He just got taxi.
Oh, where is he?
Yeah. The scream when you got hit at the end. Was it your scream or was it Leslie?
I think it was a combination of everybody.
Yeah.
I think it was a combination of everything.
Well done.
Thank you, mate.
That was a race, wasn't it?
Wasn't it just?
Hounded. You've been hounded by a hill and you've been hounded by a Sutton today.
We've had to have nerve today, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've had to have some nerve today.
The winner, Tom Ingram.
Thank you. Yeah, go. Awesome, thank you. Thank you very much.
Race 3.
Yeah, man.
Done. You're packing away.
I am packing away. Not bad for a vanilla beige day, was it?
So unvanilla and unbeige.
All I wanted today was beige and vanilla, and we ended up with
craziness.
A Vindaloo and an extra hot Madras. Neither of which I was really wanting today, but we got them.
That race seems to go on forever because of a red flag.
It did seem to go on forever.
Like start though, when you went flying.
Oh my
past 2
gosh,
people.
yeah. Well, ever since we've put it as a rear-wheel drive, our starts have been so much better. I see why Jake Hill, always tries and says, "Oh no, we haven't got an advantage," because honestly, as soon as you start a rear-wheel drive car like that, yeah.
Is that your stop?
I don't know, smell it.
I think it is.
Why not? I was trying to work out. I don't know. It's weird.
He actually smelled it.
I know. That's love, that is. He puts the mate in teammate.
Right, monster start.
Monster start.
Then it stopped.
Then it stopped. It got going again. I'll be honest. So right. When I was out front, going, well, this is a crash. I'm about to crash. Like every lap, this is 100% a crash. I was mindful of when I do get on the blower and say, this is dangerous. Everyone's just going to go, yeah, well, of course you're going to say that. Like, you're in the lead. So it was one of those that I didn't really want to. I kind of needed to tell them that it was dangerous, but I didn't really want to tell them it was dangerous. You okay, Lily?
Yeah, just if you need anything. Are you alright?
I'm all good.
Sure,
Yeah.
Have you eaten something?
Yeah, I've got a banana on the go. So yeah, I was convinced that we were going to end up having a crash, but I was mindful to sort of get on the blower and be like, oh, it's dangerous, because everyone's going to go, yeah, of course you're going to say that, mate, you're leading the race. I'm like, no, genuinely, it's dangerous. I can't criticise the officials and the stewards for anything they did there. They did absolutely the right thing all the way through. Pause the race, wait, see what happens, goes again. Perfect. Like, I've got not a hint of criticism there. That was exactly the right thing to do. So it worked. We did. We made a load of changes between 2 and 3. Probably should have done them earlier on in the day. We spoke about them and then didn't do them. Should have done them in race 2. However, we live and learn. Also, there's an argument to say, hindsight's a wonderful thing. Maybe we're better being second going into Brands Hatch GP with a slim gap to first. Maybe our performance in race 2 was a blessing. Otherwise, we'd have been leading and then would have been struggling even more in qualifying. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise.
The one thing I just want to quickly talk about before we say Romeo
Yes,
down.
is the 22nd of November. There's a great event at the St Albans Cricket Club, the Old Albanians. Get your tickets now for an evening with Tom Ingram
and me
and Zach. Tickets available at tingram-merch.com.
That wasn't what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about everything seemed to be, and you like the pun, plain sailing because of the water. Until Ash Sutton was putting pressure.
Ah, yeah.
Pressure.
Yeah.
And then a little bit too much pressure at the last corner of the last lap.
It popped.
What happened?
So I can't look. We all know Ash, don't we? We all know he's never going to give up.
Yes.
And you know that's Ash's. You know
yeah.
He's quick.
He's coming from
all the way to the end. He ain't ever going to give up. He's going to be hounding you right to the finish line. So I kind of knew he was going to sling one up the inside on the finale lap, but I didn't see him.
You can't see him.
I haven't got a clue where he is. The trouble is, through Luffield, you've got such a long radius corner. You're so wide to obviously get the grip that you're going in there. You've got a big circular mirror that you can pretty much see 160 degrees of the car. And you go round, I can't see him anywhere there, can't see him anywhere there, can't see him anywhere there. So I'm going, I have literally no idea where he is. I haven't got a Scooby. Not a Scooby. So I'm sort of going around the corner going, I don't know where he is. As we come round, he's right on my either bumper, rear bumper or corner or whatever it was. So in a way, I probably have turned across his nose, but I had no idea where he was. And he stuck a nose on the off chance that it's going to work. There's no bad blood. I expected it from Ash. I'm fine with it. So, Silverstone. That's actual rain. That's not white noise. That's actual rain. Le Double. Romeo. Done.